What if I told you that this piece of cardboard right here is possibly one of the best things that LEGO has done for us fans in the past decade? Now, I realize that is a pretty big and bold statement to say, and I mean it though, guys. This thing right here is game changing. So what is this? What on earth am I holding right here? What's on the table? This is LEGO's new Pick-a-Brick box. No longer are they plastic cups. Yes, I'm referring to these cups, Pick-a-Brick cups. Now, these are commonly found worldwide in every single LEGO store. This is what you've been picking out and putting into at LEGO Pick-a-Brick. Now, this is exclusive to the LEGO brand retail stores. This isn't how things are done online, nor is it done anywhere else. It's an exclusive thing just for LEGO stores. And if you're a big LEGO fan, you know what these are. You've probably bought them before. I, for one, have probably purchased hundreds of Pick-a-Brick cups over the past decade, if not more. So these cups are a big resource for anybody wanting bulk LEGO of a particular part that's available at the LEGO Pick-a-Brick wall at the LEGO brand retail stores. And, you know, for the last decade, these cups have been okay. They do the job. You put the LEGO bricks in it, they're decently sized, and you can get a okay amount of LEGO bricks in this for $16. The Pab Cups have always been a better deal than going to, say, LEGO Pick-a-Brick online, which is price per piece versus price per cup. Now, why is this a big deal? Why am I saying this is possibly one of the greatest things LEGO has done in the past decade? Well, first off, environmentally, this is terrible for the environment. A lot of people throw out their Pab Cups, throw in the trash. These are not recyclable, so they're just completely thrown into landfill, just causing harm in the environment. Terrible, terrible these cups are. Most hardcore LEGO fans like myself will keep Pab Cups as a way of storing and organizing LEGO, but I do know people, like the average consumer, would throw this out, and it's not good for the environment at all. So environmentally, these are responsibly resourced packaging. So this is cardboard. It can break down, obviously. So if you do throw it out accidentally in the landfill, it can break down over time, but ideally these should be recycled. But the biggest deal here, you'll notice, is they flatten down their boxes so you can easily flatten them. So how easy is it to put this box together? Well, it's as simple as that. That's literally it. And then you have the box together. No tape required. Took about 5 seconds to put this box together. And I haven't even gotten to the greatest part. You can put more LEGO brick in this box than you ever could in this cup. So to put this to the test, I've got a bunch of bulky LEGO pieces that's commonly found on LEGO Pick-a-Brick. Previously with the plastic Pick-a-Brick cups, given first off they're a circle and we're dealing with mostly square to rectangular shapes, you can't inherently get a lot of these bigger items in a cup like this. You're sacrificing space. You could fill that space up with smaller pieces, but what I see a lot of people do is they'll just take a whole bunch of bricks and put it in this, and you're ultimately going to be spending upwards of like 40 to 50 cents per piece, depending on how big it is. And then all of a sudden, that $16 price tag that seemed like a good value for this Pick-a-Brick cup just goes out of the water because you can barely get any of these bigger pieces in it. Now, first off, I did go to a LEGO store recently. I've got a whole cup here of parts. So let's first off see, is this box here equivalent to a large Pick-a-Brick cup? All right, so in terms of overall space, these are equivalent to each other. You can see I got all of those plates that were in this cup into the box. Now, based on this test, you might think that this is not that remarkable. Well, wait, we're gonna get to the bigger pieces. But first, I wanna thank the sponsor of this video, which is Whatnot. So for those of you who don't know what Whatnot is, it's an online live stream selling marketplace. It's an app that you can download both on iOS and Android. So when I go and launch Whatnot on my phone, I'll quickly find a whole bunch of streamers selling all kinds of different LEGO items. Now, Whatnot is a much bigger platform than just selling LEGO on, but for me personally, I focus on LEGO. That's what my YouTube channel is on, and there is a lot of LEGO sellers on Whatnot, myself included. You'll also notice on the bottom that there is a full-on marketplace. Whatnot is expanding into that as well. So if you want buy it now items, you can do that as well. You don't have to just be waiting on a stream, waiting to buy a specific item. There's all kinds of sellers with buy it now items as well. So to show you exactly what a live selling stream is, I'll go in and click on this user right here. This is Iron Mark 100. So as you can see, this person just won the item. Very cool. But what's also neat is I can comment to the seller directly during the live stream, ask him if he has a particular item I'm looking for, or see if he wants to make a deal with me. All kinds of neat features that you just don't get with any other buying marketplace. It's really cool, really unique, and I highly recommend it. So with the link down in the description, you can get a $15 credit for when you first sign up on Whatnot. So have fun, make sure you follow me on Whatnot, and I'll see you guys in the next stream. Thanks again to Whatnot for sponsoring this video. Now, it is worth noting that this isn't the only box coming. The LEGO Build a Minifigure is also going into this direction as well with these cardboard boxes. So this is the new Build a Minifigure box. And then we also have the small Pick-a-Brick box. There is a small version of the plastic cup. It's never been a good value, but what I can confirm and what I've seen from people saying online, is this box is literally half of this box. They're quite literally like little Lego bricks, which is kind of funny. A use case that probably not a lot of people would think is you could, in theory, use this as part of a MOC. Maybe you can use this as filler brick or something like that. These are pretty sturdy boxes. I mean, they have to hold Lego, so assuming they can hold up Lego as well, then this could work. And it is official Lego product. Now, this might also be a good time to mention that Lego did send these boxes over, but there's no criteria. They didn't tell me I had to make a video. They just wanted to get my thoughts on it. So I'm making a video, and they don't see this. So I can trash these boxes if I want to. I can throw it in my trash can and say it's crap if I want to. But it's not, because actually I'm really excited about these boxes. So this right here is the full revitalized version of storage systems and the Lego store. This is just so wonderful. All right, so first up is 2x8 bricks. I love these to death. I've been using them quite frequently in my more recent MOCs. So let's go ahead and see how many can fit in the cup. Okay, so first I'm not stacking my bricks here. Let's see what it looks like if we just transfer these bricks in. Here is it again. We're gonna have any more space. Nope, about the same. You can fill the cup up just as much as the box here. Maybe there's a few more gaps to get a few more bricks in if you just leave them loose like this. But where you're really gonna see savings is when you start to stack the bricks. All right, so I have my bricks stacked both in the cup and in the box. I did run into some trouble. I have this one little gap right here, so you could put like a 2x6 brick or some 2x4s, but unfortunately it's a pretty open gap and I could only get about 2 more 2x8 bricks there. So that is the only unfortunate thing, just by utilizing these 2x8 bricks. But I'm sure if I was using 2x4 or 2x6, I could fill in that gap pretty easily, so you shouldn't have that problem with smaller bricks. But regardless, let's see what the capacity differences are when you stack bricks between the new box versus the old cup. All right, so the results are in. The Pick-a-Brick cup got 61 2x8 bricks in it versus the brand new Pick-a-Brick box got 74, so that's 13 more bricks with the new box. Now that might, again, not seem like a big deal, but let's do some quick math. Approximately, you were spending 26 cents per brick with the Pick-a-Brick cup, and with the new box, you're spending 21 cents per brick. So that's a 5-cent decrease because you're getting more bricks with the newer box. Now that isn't a huge gap, but again, you're getting at least 15 or so more bricks with the new box at the same price that you were paying before with the cup. Now that's just one piece for an example. Let's see what some others are. So next up we have 6x6 plates here. These are dark orange plates. You might know what these are being utilized for. If you watch my channel, you'll know why I use these. Now I'm not gonna adhere them. I'm gonna do some rough stacking to give you guys a comparison, but it should be a pretty big difference in the cup versus the box. All right, so I have my plates stacked up in both the box and the cup. Now again, I didn't adhere them, actually putting the bricks together, because I don't really want to do that. People can do that. I've never been one to do that because it's just a pain to take them all apart later. You probably get more pieces if you do that into the box or cup, but generally speaking, this is what most people do. Just simply put the plates in like this and like this. So let's see if there's any difference. All right, so the results are in. The Pick-a-Brick cup had 56 6x6 plates in it versus the Pick-a-Brick box having 74. So 18 more 6x6 plates could fit in this box than it could in the cup. Now we're seeing a pretty big difference. Now that equates to 28 cents per piece with the cup versus 21 cents per piece with the box. All right, so I saved the best for last, which is the large panels. These are legitimately the worst pieces to get in a Pick-a-Brick cup because you can barely get a bunch of them in here. It's a terrible value, and I'll explain why in just a minute. So let me fill up these cups and boxes and show you just exactly what I'm talking about. All right, so this one was a little bit more surprising to me. I was able to get 34 panels in the Pick-a-Brick cup versus 44 in the box. So that's 10 more panels in the Pick-a-Brick box. Now a 10 brick difference between these two doesn't sound a lot, but because we're dealing with such a large piece, 10 more of these is actually going to make a big deal in the price per piece. So 47 cents per piece versus 36 cents per piece. That's a pretty big difference. That's a bigger difference than any of the other pieces that we tested today, being a 10 cents or more difference there. That is a pretty big deal in my opinion. That's a pretty big savings when you start to accumulate these type of boxes, these type of bigger pieces. You're going to find that savings be recouped in more Lego and less technically buying that you have to do at the Pick-a-Brick walls. For us fans, us consumers, you're getting more Lego pieces. We can finally say goodbye to Pick-a-Brick cups. They don't take up as much space as these. Obviously, again, it's environmentally friendly, so you can recycle them, whereas you couldn't with these before. So I just see this as an overall win-win. I am so happy to say that a cardboard box has made me this happy, that it is potentially one of the greatest things Lego has done in the past decade. Now, it is worth mentioning that I'm not going to recommend the smaller box here. It is still the better deal to get the bigger, large box, mainly because while this is half the size as the bigger box, it's not half the price. Given how many cups that I've bought over the years, that increase in Lego pieces that you're now getting from these larger boxes is just going to add up so much over time, so much over the next decade. I am unbelievably excited for this.